Okay, welcome. This is lesson 2.1 and 2.2 notes on multiplying and dividing integers. So for multiplying and dividing integers with the same sign, our answer will be positive. And remember, we use that triangle symbol to help us remember with positive and negative numbers. So if we have a negative times a negative, we cover those corners and we know that our answer is positive. So some examples, 2 times 3, well, that's always positive 6. And what we're saying now with the same sign is if we have negative 2 times a negative 3, that's also going to be a positive 6. Multiplying and dividing integers with different signs will give us a negative answer. And using our triangle, we can see that a positive times a negative is negative, and a negative times a positive is also negative. So if we have negative 2 times 3, that's going to give us a negative 6. And if we have a 2 times a negative 3, that's also going to give us a negative 6. So that's the pattern we notice with multiplying and dividing integers. That pattern is also going to apply to multiplying and dividing rational numbers in the later units. So then we have some examples here. Example number 1, multiplying and dividing integers. And here we have division. We have negative 18 divided by negative 6. So the same sign is going to give us a positive answer. And then we simply divide 18 divided by 6 is 3. So our answer is positive 3. For part B, we have a positive number divided by a negative number. So that's going to give us a negative answer. And then we do 75 divided by 25 is 3. So our answer is going to be negative 3. For part C, we have a negative divided by a positive. Again, we're going to have a negative answer. And 6 goes into 54 9 times. So our answer is negative 9. All right, finding the product. Negative 5 times negative 6, same sign is positive, and 5 times 6 is 30. So our answer is positive 30. And here we have different signs being multiplied, so we're going to have a negative answer. 3 times 4 is 12, so our answer here is negative 12. Okay, go ahead and pause this video and try the next 9 problems under Try It, and then turn it back on to check and see how you did. Okay, welcome back. Number 1, we have the same sign. 5 times 5 is 25. Number 2, we have same sign, so we have a positive answer. Negative 1 times negative 9 is positive 9. For number 3, we have the same sign again. 7 times 8 is 56, so positive 56. Number 4, we have a division problem. We have different signs, means our answer is negative. 7 goes into 49 7 times, so our answer is negative 7. For number 5, our answer is also negative 7. 3 goes into 21 7 times. All right, negative 25 times 0. Well, any number times 0 is going to be 0. This is the 0 identity property. And that just tells us that any number times 0 is going to be 0. Okay, number 7, we have 12 times negative 2. So our answer is negative. And 12 times 2 is 24, so we have negative 24. For number 8, we have 4 times negative 6. Different signs means negative, and 4 times 6 is 24. So again, we have negative 24. And lastly, we have same signs here for division. We're going to have a positive answer, 32 divided by 4. Well, 4 goes into 32 8 whole times, so our answer is positive 8. All right, let's turn it over to the other side in evaluating expressions. Okay, when we evaluate expressions, remember evaluate means to solve in math. So we have the quantity -2 squared. That means we're going to have -2 times -2. So we're going to write that out. And then here we have the same sign means they're positive. And 2 times 2 is 4. So our answer is 4. In example B, this tells us the negative of 2 squared. That 2 exponent is really just relating to this 2. So we're going to bring our negative side down, and then we're going to do 2 squared, which is 2 times 2. So again, we'll bring our negative squared down, and 2 times 2 is 4. So our answer is -4. In part A, we had -2 times itself in its entirety. Here we're saying the negative of the 2 squared, or the negative of 4, which is -4. Okay, in parts C and D, we have some extra steps in there. So we have to look at also, in this case, it's all multiplication, so order doesn't matter. We can multiply in any order. But here we have an addition problem. So this is when we're going to also have to remember PEMDAS. And remember that those are 4 steps: 1, 2, multiplication and division in order from left to right, and then addition, subtraction in order from left to right. So looking at part C, we're going to go left to right here. We have -2 times 17. Different signs means that's negative, and 17 doubled is 34. And then we have 34 times -34 times -5. So same sign means positive answer. And then if you didn't know that, you could work that out off to the side here. 5 times 4 is 20, carry the 2. 5 times 3 is 15, 16, 17. So we have 170 as our answer to 1C. Okay, for 1D, we are going to work out our parentheses first. So this part right here. So we're going to take our -6, and then we have -3 plus 4, which is +1. And then we're going to bring down this +6. Okay, when there's no sign in between, we know multiplication is implied. So here we're going to have -6 times 1. Well, anything times 1 is that number. So we have -6 plus 6. And this is a 0 pair. So -6 plus 6 is 0, remembering that we have 0 pairs here. Any number plus its opposite is going to equal 0. Okay, you have 2 try it problems. But I think we're going to do these together because we are putting in variables, numbers in for some variables. So we have x equals 8 and y equals -4. So the first thing we want to do is replace the x and y in the question with the numbers. So I'm going to rewrite this as 8 because x is equal to 8. And then 2y means 2 times y. So I'm going to use parentheses here, and we're told y is -4. So before we can divide on a fraction, we have to get all of our numerator and all of our denominator done. So here we're going to have 8 over 2 times -4, different signs. So we have 8 divided by -8. Different signs means negative, and 8 divided by 8 is 1. So our answer is -1. Okay, for number 11, again, we're going to plug in numbers. If you want to pause this video and try it on your own and then check, you can. All right, we have x squared. X squared is going to be replaced with 8 squared plus 12 divided by, and then we have here a -4. Before we can add, we have to divide, but we're going to take care of this exponent. In PEMDAS, we take care of exponents. So 8 squared means 8 times 8, which is just 64, plus 12 divided by -4. And now we're going to do our division work here. So 64 plus 12 divided by -4 is -3. And then using SADS here, we have different signs. Subtract, 64 minus 3 is 61. And we have more positive, so our answer is 61. Okay, lastly, we have a word problem. You solve a number puzzle on your phone. You start with 250 points. You finish the puzzle in 8 minutes, 45 seconds, and make 3 mistakes. Each mistake is worth negative 50 points. And for each second you are under 10 minutes, you get 1 bonus point. Okay, so there's a lot here. We start with 250 points. So we know we have that. We also know that we've made 3 mistakes, and for each mistake, it's negative 50. So we're going to do 3 times negative 50. And when we multiply, we have 3 times 0 is 0, and 3 times 5 is 15. So we have negative 150. So we're going to subtract that amount because we don't have those points. Okay, we started with 250, but we have to take away for our 3 mistakes. And so that means now we're working out of 100 points. All right, but we also get for every second we are under 10 minutes, we get 1 bonus point. So we have 8 minutes, 45 seconds. Okay, and basically it's under the 10 minutes. So it's for all the seconds under 10 minutes. So here we had 10 minutes. So 10 minutes minus 8 minutes is 2 minutes, minus the 45 seconds. 2 minutes is 120, minus the 45 seconds, because we're trying to do it all in seconds. So the 2 minutes, remember there's 60 seconds in a minute. So 120 minus 45, cross out the 2, 11, we have 70, 75. Okay, so we get 75, we get 1 bonus point for every second. So on top of our 100 points, we're going to get another 75 for each second that we were faster. So our score is going to be 175 points.